So I woke up this morning at like 1:30 p.m. God, I couldn't sleep last night. Um, so I'm going to talk about today a little thing that motivated me to do a little bit more than usual. And I had actually made like a 20-minute, 22-minute video on this earlier, but um, I used the webcam feature through YouTube, and I mistakenly did not verify my account before doing it, so that sucks. Um, so I'll do a little brief version here. This is important because a lot of guys feel insignificant and wrong when they do what they really want to do. Um, in this case, it's going up and talking to that beautiful girl. And there are 100 different videos on the same subject. And some of them are good, some of them are obvious or okay or what people would think would be right. Um, I'm not going to give the whole story. I'm just going to say this is just really a really important piece to solve, and that is learning to feel right about it, learning to feel that it's good to go up and talk to her, and that it's bad and wrong for you not to go talk to her. So what I what I've been really thinking about lately is there are three kinds of discomforts. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because with discomfort, people automatically assume discomfort's wrong. That's not the case. It's only certain kinds of discomfort that's wrong, or quote unquote wrong, that will hurt you and it will make you sick and pain, it will keep you in pain over the long run. Yeah, there are certain kinds of discomfort that's bad for you. There are certain kinds of discomfort that's not good. That's neither good nor bad. And there is discomfort that is the most outstanding feeling in the entire world because you will grow exponentially on account of experiencing it. So, what am I talking about? I'm talking about the difference between stupid discomfort, which is where, you know, you turn in a paper and you freak out for 10 days just because you don't know what grade you're going to get. Or you apply for a job and you've already followed up and it's a done deal whether or not you get the job as long as you just follow up and talk to the guy. You know, you either get it or you don't. But stupid anxiety or stupid discomfort would be, oh, am I gonna get the job? Is it gonna happen? Or if you're a business owner, oh, is that gonna work? I just spent $500 on this, and it's it's really dumb because when you think about it, you're not adding any value to the vision, to the image that you're considering. Um, for example, it's not like you're saying how best, like how can I connect even more value to this person who's about to hire me, or how can I learn the most? Like let's say this ad doesn't work, how can I learn the most from this ad? Um, if you do things like that, or if you set up tests around it and go out and expand, you'll experience what's called good anxiety, in my opinion. And good anxiety is where, you're freaking out a little bit. You got to prepare for that presentation, handing in that application, doing the interview for a job that you really want, or putting up that advertisement, or talking with your customers, going into a sales situation. Each of these tends to bring up a little bit of like, okay, I gotta do well, and it keeps you on alert, which is good. It's a little bit more neutral, but it's more on the good side. And now there is outstanding anxiety. There's outstanding discomfort. And with this discomfort, that's where you really grow. That's where, absurd shit happens. That's where fantastic relationships happen. That's where you step outside the box, and that's where you get a little uncomfortable or a lot uncomfortable. But by the end of the night, you're like, oh my gosh, if I can do that, I can do anything. It goes from basic examples to like, oh, I went up and talked to that girl in the middle of the checkout line at the grocery store, or I went up in front of the class and I gave this wild and enthusiastic public presentation on cats and how it relates to this really complicated area of um, advanced placement English literature, which is very simple. You can do that easily. Um, or it could also be going up onto a public stage in Superman underwear, like Evan Pagan did in his Patterns of Personality program, where he talks about the various, like, how we humans are different, but we have more similarities than we could ever imagine. Um, and it's also taking off into space, doing things like, we've never gone into space before, but this could revolutionize mankind. We could get, on the moon, getting the people, like some people died on that expedition with Apollo 11. Oh my gosh, if I screw that up, I'm gonna punch myself in the face. But yeah, with Apollo 11, which Apollo screwed it up? Scratch. I give you some accurate information. Spelled Apollo with two E's. It was Apollo 13. Yeah, Apollo 13. Duh. Apollo 11 was definitely successful. Apollo 13 was called. Hold on. Which one exploded? Blew up. Okay. Which space shuttle blew up? Google's beautiful. Challenger. Yep, that Challenger was the one that blew up. Just like you should know, we'll get you some accurate information. Yeah, like, so random shit like that will, it's dangerous, but it gets men in space. We get to explore new fun frontiers. Society, that's pretty much the only thing that people accept and embrace for successful, or to get successful. Bill Cosby was like one of the only black people to get on public television in the 50s, or I think in the 50s, and oh, okay, so yeah, you gotta start in San Francisco with other clubs, and yeah, like, he was born in 1937, and he started his first oh yeah, it was in the 1980s actually, 1950s. When did he start? Yeah, he's a regular guest host on the Tonight Show, and in the 1970s he started on the Bill Cosby Show, and this is from Wikipedia. So it's probably obviously true. I wouldn't get I wouldn't fret over it too much if it weren't that different. So yeah, he has like all these honorary degrees from a dozen colleges and universities. Honorary Doctor of Humane Letters, commencement speaker for the University of Connecticut, and he also served as he also got an honorary doctorate of Humane Letters from Yale University, which is pretty impressive. This guy was outrageous because there was still racism going on back then. It was absurd. You don't really get on, like, usually if you're outcasts, or if you're outcasted, or if you have some kind of bodily limitation, or some kind of social notion that you're fighting against. It tends to be pretty intense. But it's things like that that'll really grow people. If like you just ask, you just keep on going out and doing these crazy things, like go up and knock on people's doors saying, "Hi, I'd like to clean your toothbrush for exactly 32 cents. I'm doing this to raise awareness for disease on the Toothbrush Council, and it's really important that we make sure everyone in this neighborhood's toothbrush is 100% germ-free. Now, this magic solution, it is designed, is an antiseptic that is designed to kill 99.99% of bacteria on your toothbrush with immediate speed. It's so fast, it will blow your mind. You pull out like some Listerine, and you say, "All right, sir, will you join the movement?" And he'll say yes or no, and it will be the most ridiculous and absurd thing you'll ever do. It's I gotta make sure not to go over 15 here. I need to figure out how to make these videos more dynamic and entertaining. Ooh, there's Patrick. So yeah, if we'll go ahead and do something crazy every single day, if we'll do like another space mission like once every few months, and we'll just constantly expand who we are, we holy hell, we will just look forward to this. Yeah, what would be systematically outrageous for you, as Evan Pagan likes to call it. So yeah, this was and the reason why I talked about all this is because you don't want to feel wrong. I could leave this way and more. You don't want to feel wrong about going up and talking to someone or doing what you know is right. So start experiencing that discomfort. Start experiencing outstanding discomfort, because if you experience stupid discomfort, you're only punching yourself in the face for no reason. But if you're experiencing outstanding discomfort, it's like the Krav Maga exercise where they hold they're forced to tie, like they tie the person's hands up, and for part of the exercise, you have to have your hands tied up, and people come and punch you raw as hard as they can for I don't know how long, probably 5 minutes. I was gonna say 10 or 30, but that's intense. No one would beat the fuck out of someone. Well, maybe they would, but no one would punch someone for 30 minutes because you can already do a lot of damage in 30. So there's my, um, I was gonna say a long video, but 13 minutes really isn't that long. It's once we start getting more pizzazz into this and getting more professional equipment, uh, it'll be so simple to really make like, these long ass videos that people will fucking explode over. One way or another, it'll happen. It will happen. So, that's it. We're done.